Overcome business failures. The master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried. Steve McCraney failure is one of life's toughest teachers, and in business, it can be crushing. It brings disappointment, financial loss, and often embarrassment in the eyes of family, friends, and society. Many people give up entirely after a failed venture, while others relocate just to escape the shame. Yet history shows that failure is rarely final, unless you quit. My father's story illustrates this truth well. Over the years, he ventured into several businesses: importation, agriculture, and transportation, only to face repeated collapse. Poor management, misplaced trust in uncommitted employees, and inexperience in new industries were often to blame. Yet he never stayed down for long. With each setback, he found a way to rise again, adjusting his strategies and trying afresh. His resilience echoes the stories of some of the world's most successful entrepreneurs. Understanding business failure. Wikipedia defines business failure as the closure of a company due to its inability to make a profit or generate enough cash flow to sustain operations. The causes can be internal, such as poor leadership, inadequate capital, lack of industry knowledge, or bad location, or external, like economic recessions, excessive taxation, and shifting market trends. The U.S. Small Business Administration (SBA) lists common pitfalls: lack of experience in the chosen business, insufficient financing, poor inventory control, overinvestment in fixed assets, neglect of competition, bad business location, financial mismanagement. Often, failures are not the result of a single mistake, but a combination of these factors. My father's case was a mix of overtrusting staff, inconsistency in focus, and entering industries he didn't fully understand. Lessons from successful entrepreneurs. Jack Ma, founder of Alibaba, failed many times, academically, professionally, and in business, before creating one of the world's largest e-commerce companies. Rejected by dozens of employers and facing multiple failed ventures, Ma famously said, "Giving up is the greatest failure." He urges entrepreneurs to stay enthusiastic, embrace failure as a teacher, and treat challenges as opportunities. Henry Ford's path was similar. His first two automobile companies failed due to technical and management issues. Investors abandoned him, but Ford refused to stop. In 1903, he launched Ford Motor Company, revolutionizing the automobile industry with mass production. Ford's story proves that persistence can turn repeated defeats into global success. These stories teach that failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Keys to rising after failure. Learn from mistakes. Every setback contains lessons. Identify what went wrong and adjust. Keep moving forward. Momentum is critical. The longer you stay down, the harder it is to get back up. Surround yourself with positive people. Negative voices sap your confidence, but positive networks inspire perseverance. Set SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely goals create a clear roadmap. Visualize success. Train your mind to see yourself winning. This mental picture fuels determination. Stay enthusiastic. Approach each new venture with energy, no matter how many times you failed. Document your plans. Writing down goals and strategies keeps you accountable and focused. Release the past. As Apostle Paul wrote in Philippians 3:13-14, forget what is behind and press on toward the goal. Face your fears. Fear of failure can paralyze you. See it instead as a temporary delay, not a final verdict. The role of faith and perspective. Faith plays a powerful role in overcoming failure. The Bible reminds us that trials refine us like gold, 1 Peter 1:7, and that perseverance produces character and hope, Romans 5:3-4. A person grounded in faith sees setbacks not as dead ends, but as divine redirections. Maintaining the right perspective also matters. If you view failure as a sign that you are incapable, it will crush your spirit. But if you see it as feedback, a way to discover what doesn't work, you become wiser and more prepared for your next opportunity. Final thoughts. Business failure can bruise your pride, drain your finances, and shake your confidence. But it doesn't have to destroy your future. Many of the most admired leaders, Jack Ma, Henry Ford, and countless others, built their legacies on lessons learned from failure. The difference between those who eventually succeed and those who fade away is persistence. Winners keep trying, adjusting, and learning until they break through. As my father's journey shows, failure is not the end of the road. It's just a bend in the road. So if your business has failed, take a breath, gather your lessons, and start again with renewed wisdom. Remember, quitting makes failure permanent. Perseverance turns it into success.